Hey there, friend. I'm Corianne, and welcome to another week of our Rooted in Grace devotional series. This week, we're leaning into trusting God's timing. So grab your coffee, pause the to do list for just a few minutes, and let's open our hearts to a little truth, a little encouragement, and a whole lot of grace. This week's scripture comes from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Life is a series of seasons, some filled with joy and growth, others come with waiting and uncertainty. Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us that God has appointed a time for everything in our lives. Whether we are in a season of abundance or a season of challenge, God's timing is always perfect, even when we don't fully understand it. Letting go of control and trusting God's timing can be one of the most difficult challenges we face. Often we want things to happen in our schedule, whether it's a career advancement, a relationship building, healing, or a dream coming to fruition. But God, in His infinite wisdom, sees the full picture and knows what is best for us in every moment. His plans are greater than ours, and His timing is never too early or late. Instead of always striving to force things to happen, we are actually called to rest in God's promises and embrace each season with faith. Times of waiting can be an opportunity to grow spiritually, develop patience, and deepen our relationship with Him. When we surrender our timeline to God, we will experience the peace that comes from knowing that He is in control. Please feel free to answer these reflective questions in the comments below, email me, or share them in your journal. What emotions arise when you feel like God's timing doesn't match your expectations? We can often feel impatient, we can feel ignored, we can feel frustrated, angry even. But it's important to remember that He has the timing for it all. How has trusting God's timing brought peace or resolution in the past for you? For me, I'm currently in a state of waiting. I am trying to figure out what is going to be coming in the next year or two in my family's life. But knowing that God has a plan helps me rest in that peace. Are there areas in your life where impatience has led to poor decisions? In the past, Ben and I have had awful luck with poor decisions that we've made without being patient and leaning on God's leading. Remember to journal these prompts and share them with your prayer partner. Share a personal story of when trusting God's timing brought unexpected blessings. You can add this into your testimonial that you will be sharing with others also. Discuss a practical way to develop patience and faith during waiting seasons. It's often important to remind ourselves that there will be waiting again. And what kind of practical steps did you take that really helped you embrace God's timing? How does trusting God's timing change the way we approach our goals and our relationships? It can be really important that we remember that God has a plan for both of our dreams, goals, and the relationships we have with others. And it is so important to trust His timing in these areas. Your prayer prompt for this week is thank God for His perfect timing. Ask Him for patience and faith as you wait, trusting His plan even when you don't understand it. And thank you again for joining me for Rooted in Grace, a 16-week journey to a Christ-centered life. I hope you have a blessed day, and we will talk soon.